Rick was a superhero. That's a good question.
I would say Iron Man, because he's so full of himself.
I named him Spot.
Catwoman.
I would have to go with Batman.
I'd say Howard the Duck, because he don't give a quack.
Spider-Man.
I mean, I can see Spider-Man a little bit, but you know, Spidey's always come off as a little whiny to me. Sorry, yes.
I remember we used to play X-Men in the yard over in Wansley.
Because Spider-Man is intelligent, but he's also your everyman kind of superhero. You know, he's very personable, very witty, funny, almost like a big goofball, and you know, that's a side of Rick that a lot of people don't get to see, but you know, it's also one of the funnest sides.
Batman.
Definitely Batman.
You have to be Cyclops, because that's, I mean, it was either that or Wolverine, and he was always going to be.
He would want me to say either Batman or Iron Man. I'm trying to think of who he'd be.
Jumpy Batman.
The whole, you know, dark, broody, conflicted Batman. And Spider-Man is smart, I'll give you that, but Batman is just as smart. I mean, if not smarter. Alfred helps, but, you know.
Jumping Batman.
So I definitely have to go with Spider-Man.
Plastic Man.
It's funny because if I thought of Ricky as a superhero, the first thing that comes to mind is Batman.
I think that he was probably a little too old to be playing X-Men in this VR, but it was cool.
I mean, think about it. Plastic Man's personality tends to be serious, but you can't take him seriously half the time. He's a good guy, but he's not a good guy at the same time, like he's a rehab bad guy. It kind of worked.
I'm too sexy for my love, too sexy for my love, love's going to leave me.
Let's see, one word to describe Ricky would be playful.
When we got together, it was always an adventure.
Tries to act macho, but he's got the biggest heart in the world.
You know, Ricky's a lot like his daddy. Not only in the way that they look alike when they were younger, but as far as, you know, they try to come off as, you know, hard ass, don't care, you know, but then would be there in a pinch if you need them.
Formidably clever.
The complete and total ability to control any room he's in without trying, and not even know he's doing it. People gravitate to him. Like, if you watch a room that he's in, it's his room. It's always.
He was always happy-go-lucky. I've never actually seen him down and depressed.
Any man that can sit there and read the Encyclopedia Britannica's cover to cover, A through Z, 3 or 4 times, just for the heck of it, hell, that's a genius to me.
When other kids was out playing with their toys and stuff, Ricky was indoors reading encyclopedias.
Outgoing.
History I can see getting a degree in. Every time we'd say something, you'd be like, man, you know, Alexander the Great did this, and, you know, Genghis Khan would, you know, crush these people. And I was like, man, you read way too much books.
To generally put it, he was a smart ass. Every time I'm around Rick, I laugh. That's a good quality, by the way. Every time I'm around Rick, I laugh my ass off.
I think that Ricky is an amazing father.
Rick becoming a teacher.
Kind of still find that kind of scary. You're going to be teaching our kids. I know you wanted to take over the world, but dang, I didn't know you was going to teach the kids to do it for you.
Yeah, I like Rick. Comes off as sort of a salt of the earth guy, but he's a little more complex than that.
I would have never in a gazillion years guessed teacher. And I guess the reason for that is that he always gave our teachers so much hell when we were in school, you know. But yeah, I mean, now that I look at it, I think he'd be good at it because, I mean, after all, he was a teacher to me for so many years, you know.
Rick was a fairly good student, troublesome sometimes.
I can't think of very many bad grades. His social life at school was a little widespread. And for some reason, it was mostly female.
How would I describe Rick? Rick makes my heart swell every time I think about him. And I remember the first time I laid my eyes on him, and even when I look at him now, just, I don't know, he was my first baby, and like I said, it makes my heart swell when I think about him, and I'm so proud of him. And he still does that to me. I still look at him now, and I still see that little baby that they laid in my arms for the first time. And he's just awesome, you know, so proud of him. He's just an awesome kid. I'm so glad that I'm his mother. I got to be his mom.
He's just Ricky. He'll always just be Ricky. The little fat rat is what I called him when he was a kid.